Good morning. Hello, my friend. We are live and I'm running late. So I'm going to keep this super short and to the point. But first, you have to do me a favor. As you're hopping on, tell me if you're watching live or catching the replay and where are you watching from? I am in Wyoming, the good old wild, wild west. And it's been a good morning. We're just running a little behind. So today I wanted to go over 3 questions that I've been asking my kids on a daily basis that is making just a big difference for me. I don't know if it is for them, but for me, it's getting the conversation started. It's helping us build those relationships, and that's what I ultimately want. So if you have kids, tell me below. I've got 2. I've got a 9 and a 7-year-old. So this is going to be great for that middle age range. If you have older ones, I still think this would be great. And even if you have really young ones, I think that these would be great questions to ask because you want to get those conversations started. You want to get them thinking. And so these are 3 questions. Now, I ask my kids these questions when I'm putting them to bed at night. This would be a great conversation or questions to ask during dinner time. You could ask them after school. And then you could even change them around and ask them before school, and we can talk about that at the end. So, question number 1 that we have been asking me and my husband when we put our kids to bed at night is what was your favorite part of your day? What was your favorite part of your day? And it gets the kids having to think, having to recall, and sometimes they say, I don't know. And we move on to question number 2. But then by the end, we circle back and then they can answer question 1. So this one's kind of hard, but maybe they had something that just pops out that was their favorite part of their day. Question number 2 is what happened that was funny? And this is a really this is a good question because they just start laughing and giggling about something funny that happened in their day. And if they can't think of something that was funny, then maybe I'll say what was sad or what made you smile or, you know, um, anything like that. Okay. Like, so that way we're talking about emotions. And then question number 3 is what did you learn? And this is really fun because they'll say, well, I didn't learn anything. I already know everything. And then I get to kind of ask them questions. Well, what did you do in art? What did you do in PE? Did you learn any new words? What did you do in math? What about cursive? And so we start talking about all their different subjects and we're able to see, hey, you actually are learning. And I feel like these are really important questions to ask because here I am at the high school level and I'm teaching high school math and the kids are always like, I don't get it. Math doesn't make sense. I suck at school. Da, 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 da. And at the end of class yesterday, we had in my Algebra 2 class, we experimented with graphing calculators and we did parent functions, which I know I'm speaking a different language for some of you. But I asked before I started, I said, has anyone ever used a graphing calculator before? Or has anyone ever graphed on a calculator before? And one person raised their hand. And oh my gosh, it was like a train wreck. The very first one, we did the parent function for an absolute value. It took us a very long time to input that equation in. So I might change it around and start with a linear equation today. But we started with the absolute value. And once we got it in and they hit graph, oh my gosh, it was like I was a magician up there, right? And then I was like, all right, let's do another one. Let's do another one. And it got easier and easier and easier for them. And they started to know where to find the buttons and what to do. And, by the end of class, we had done the absolute value function, we'd done linear, and we had done I can't remember the other one. And I should be able to remember this, but square root function. Okay. So by the end of class, we had done those 3 on a graphing calculator and the kids' brains, they were just fried after that. And we didn't do anything. We didn't learn. We didn't do problems with it, but just learning that graphing calculator and seeing how to use it. And, at the end of class, I just said, now I know that you guys may feel like we did a lot today, but, there's no homework tonight. But think about what you learned at the very beginning. This was so difficult for you. You didn't even know where the buttons are. And now you can graph equations of lines. And so it's just really cool. And then same thing in my geometry class, we were exploring points, lines, and planes and talking about how it is in real life, and all of those things and how do we name them and what do they look like and what are their characteristics. And, just by the end, they were like, oh my gosh, I get this. I can do this. And so just really pulling out those bits and pieces that they are learning is going to give them confidence. And so I love those 3 questions. So quick recap, because I wanted to keep this short. Let's see. The first question is, what was the best part of your day? The second one is, what was something funny that happened? And if they can't think of funny, then choose a different emotion. And then number 3 is, what did you learn? And I promise you, if you start asking your kids these questions, they'll start enjoying school more. You'll have a better relationship with them. It'll open up lines of communication where they'll feel like they can talk to you. And if you start this young, then hopefully it'll keep going for when they are older. But making that time every single day, whether it's dinner, whether it's bedtime, whether it's right after school, and then even changing around these questions, like, what are you looking forward to today? What are you hoping that you're going to learn? And then instead of, what was funny, maybe you ask, what's a way in which you can make someone laugh today, or what's a way that you can make someone smile, or what are you going to do if you see someone who is sad today, and just kind of prepping them before school. So I wanted to throw those extras in there where you can shift these and have these conversations as you're walking to the bus stop, as you're eating breakfast, or whenever it best suits you. So I hope that this was helpful. If you got some value, make sure that you smash that heart button and click the link in my bio. I have tons of free resources in there, and I would love to get connected with you in my Get Fit Club, which the link is in there as well. So feel free to, if you have any questions, to reach out. And if you have questions that you would ask your kids, drop them in the comments below, so that way I can ask mine tonight. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.